You're listening to the Secondtime Watches podcast with your host, OJ the OG.
Hey, this is OJ Watley with Second Time, and this is the Second Time podcast. Today, I'm here with my new friend, Gary Luckner of the Dial Society. Hey, Gary, welcome, buddy.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. So super excited to have you on Second Time. Gary Luckner is Dial Society, and he's blowing up. And I have him here as my guest to find out a little more about his journey in watches, his journey as an entrepreneur. And, we'll just take it from there.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Awesome, man. All right. First and foremost, you're a watch enthusiast, right? Because my theory is you've got to be a watch enthusiast to be a watch dealer, right?
Enthusiast? Yeah, I'd say I love watches.
Excellent. So let's talk about where your journey as a watch enthusiast began. Give me like ground zero of your watch journey.
At 21, I wanted it more of a status symbol. I remember walking by Rolex all the time saying, I want this, I want this, I want this. So I guess I manifested it.
Yeah.
So I remember having a partner in business back then. He goes, if you still want it in the morning, we'll come back and get it.
Okay.
I went to sleep. I woke up. I said, I still want my Rolex. Let's go. So I bought a Datejust 36, had diamonds in the dial. And I thought I was
it solid stainless steel?
It was a two-tone. It was a two-tone.
Oh, yeah, you're one of those guys. Gotta have the diamonds, gotta have the gold.
I was one of those guys.
So back then, 1991, I think a two-tone Datejust with diamonds, if I had to guess, is probably $3,300 maybe?
I think I paid about $5,000.
Really? Was that much?
I think so.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh. It must have it had a diamond bezel and a diamond dial?
Nope, just a diamond dial.
Just diamonds on the dial. All right.
Yeah.
Was it mother of pearl?
Nope, it was blue.
Okay.
Might have been blue.
So like a blue diamond dial?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got rid of it not too long ago, probably about 5 years ago. I finally
So you
got
kept the watch for 30 years and then decided before you got into the watch business, it was time to get rid of your watch. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know why. I actually should have kept it as my first watch. So
So you were 21 and you said you had a business. You were in, like 21, you're a senior in college, right?
I never made it to college.
Never made it to college. School of hard knocks, motherfucker.
Yeah.
The school of hard knocks. All right, so tell me about your first business when you were 21 then.
So my first business, I've always been a salesperson. So I've always been.
No kidding.
I was in sales. At 21, I was selling vending machines as a business
I
opportunity.
love that business,
Yeah.
man. All cash, baby.
It was all cash. I was in vending. I was killing it. I was doing real well. And,
Were you dealing with Teamsters?
We're on a podcast here. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why we have the edit button.
So no, I've always been successful. I've always had businesses. I've had a real estate company. I had a mortgage company. I've had an apartment locating business. But I've always known how to market. I've always known how to spend money online. I've always known how to build funnels. I've always, so that's what I do. And every business I've ever had, I've done it the same way.
So you're a marketeer. I'm a pirateer, and you're a marketeer.
I'm a marketeer. So I love marketing, and getting into the watch business.
Yeah.
I'm doing it exactly the same way. And the best part about the business is if you give somebody a good price and you treat them the right way, they keep coming back.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. They're addicts for life, man.
They're
and that's,
addicts for
I
life.
always said, like, I want to be your number one go-to drug dealer. And I promise I'll always have the best drugs for you.
So yeah, the watches are the best drug. So anyway, I started in, that was my first Rolex. And then after that, I went quite a few years. I bought a Submariner.
Was that stainless or two-tone?
That was also two-tone.
With the blue dial, of course.
No, it was
Two-tone with the black dial?
What dial was it? There's a special name for the dial. I had diamonds
Surdy.
again. Yes.
The Surdy dial.
The Surdy dial.
I'm here to fill in the blanks for you, Gary. I
thank
got you, man.
So I had the Surdy dial.
So blue dial with the diamonds and the sapphires.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then from there, I went to AP.
So what year was that?
Right now. What year did I go to AP? Not long ago, maybe about 10 years ago.
Okay. So pre-COVID, you discovered AP, so circa 2015 or so.
Yep, discovered AP, got myself a 44 millimeter all ceramic.
So you went straight to the 44 offshore ceramic.
Yeah, because I'm a big guy, so I wanted something that was big on the wrist.
Makes you look smaller, right?
Makes me look smaller.
Like hanging out with fat people.
Yeah.
They make you look smaller.
So no, I love that watch.
So I remember that watch vividly because originally it was released in carbon fiber, if you remember.
Well,
and in carbon fiber, it looked like someone had polished your car and left the wax on.
Yeah.
But I loved when they came out with the ceramic. But
Right.
with the ceramic, I remember the freaking retail was like $38,000 in 2015.
The thing about the watches, though, like I wasn't buying them because I love the way watches work on the inside.
Right.
I was buying them to say I made it. I was buying them more of a status thing.
Sure.
So,
I mean, and also the aesthetic. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm
a
wearing
badass watch,
an AP right now. So, I mean,
and you actually downsized then from 44 because that's the 42.
It is the 42, but I like that rose gold on there. So it adds a little bit of
rubber
bling.
clad, baby.
Rubber. They say
Rose gold, rubber
somebody
clad.
told me to take the rubber off, but
It's pretty well. The only time you take the rubber off is when it's been so
knocked
dinged up.
Yeah.
There's solid rose gold underneath that rubber bezel.
Yeah.
And so they actually melt the rubber right off. Here's what's really interesting. And my friend Larry does this, who was one of my first watchmakers.
Yeah.
But what happens when you take all the rubber off is the screws are now sticking out above the bezel by like 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. And so you actually have to then go cut the screws so that they're flush in the bezel without the rubber.
So how do you cover it?
You don't cover it.
So you can see the screws.
No, the screws are in the holes, and they're just like a regular, Royal Oak, like an offshore. But like I said, when you melt the rubber off and you put the screws back in, they stick up above the holes like 2 millimeters.
Yeah.
Because they're not as long as they're the same length, but you don't know there's 2 millimeters of rubber on there.
Well, I love it.
And so not only do you melt the rubber off, but then you have to go cut the screws.
Okay. All
So,
right. See,
interesting
I'm
tidbit
learning.
for
I'm
you.
always learning. Like you said, I'm new to the watch game in dealing. I mean, it's been about a year, not even a year.
So how did you get started in the watch business? Where was your ground zero as a watch dealer? We'll start there.
All right. So this is a funny story. So I've always bought watches from a jewelry store in Boca.
Okay, which one?
Mazel Diamonds.
Okay, sure.
Great people.
Sure. Who was the guy there?
Boris.
Yeah.
Boris and his son Daniel.
Sure, yeah.
Great people. And
they're in the jewelry exchange, right?
They're in the jewelry exchange. Yeah, you know them.
I know those
All
guys.
right.
Dude, I'm 25 years, motherfucker.
So anyway, we're kind of related because our French bulldogs had sex and babies. So we're kind of
like by accident or on purpose?
No, on purpose.
We call that breeding, Gary.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm really, really good friends with them, and they've been in the business. I bought diamonds from them, bought watches from them, and actually, I think I might have got this one from Boris. So I said to them, I want to be a watch dealer. I want to get in the jewelry business. I said it every time I bought something, I said it, and they wouldn't. I don't want to say they wouldn't let me in. I don't.
Right. No, but they're like, yeah. Bring us something we can work with. Probably.
Yeah,
because that's what I say. What do you got for me, man?
Or keep buying diamonds and watches from me because I don't want to make.
We don't want to lose our best customer.
Yeah. So.
She said this was a year ago. So
no,
we're talking,
I've been asking them for about 5 years.
Okay, so you've been asking them for 5 years. Finally, a year ago, like literally, we talking like October 24.
It's less than a year ago, but I really didn't want to tell the audience I've only been doing this a year ago. But now you guys know. So whatever.
We're revealing the truths.
I'm staying at Trump Tower or Trump, one of the Trump's things in Sunny Isles. I'm walking down the strip mall across the street, and I see this jewelry store, and I'm like. It was closed, but I saw a Rolex in the window, so I'm coming back here tomorrow. I want to see what they have. And I came back there and I met Neria. Yeah, he's an amazing.
Know him well. It's a funny story too. But
19 years old.
Yeah, Neria is 19 years old, an Orthodox kid from Hollywood, Florida, and the son of Coos Jewelers.
Yes. So anyway, I walk in. I didn't know who they were. I walk in and I said, I'm looking at the watches. I said, I want to be a watch dealer. And he just looked at me like I was crazy. And he said, come, I brought a bunch of watches with me too. I said, look, I have watches. I want to be a watch dealer. He kind of looked at me like I was crazy. Come back and talk to my dad, Darrell.
I love those guys. I listen, when we do this podcast, I knew Darrell and Sharon Sharabi back when they worked at their coup store was in Hollywood before it was a Blockbuster Video.
Yeah.
That's the timing on this whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, remember how Blockbuster Video went away in like 2002 probably?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, those were one of my first guys local to me that were in the watch business, and I used to go in there all the time and do a lot of business with them, as a matter of fact. So I love those guys and remember them fondly.
I can tell you that at first, Darrell, at first he was like, yeah, well, you can do it. You can keep some inventory here and blah, blah, blah. And then you could see he had some doubt because you're just letting in some guy that just walked in. So it really took me probably 3 or 4 times of just begging. So he finally says he'll let me in a chat. And now I go back to Mazel Diamonds. I go, hey, I got into my first watch chat. Or I'm getting on WhatsApp. I go, I'm getting into it. He goes, well, why didn't you just ask me? And I'm like, I've been asking you for 5 years. So then he gets me into a WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So
so you're in these WhatsApp chat groups.
I'm on these WhatsApp
and
chat groups.
It's dealer to dealer. It's all wholesale dealer to dealer.
Yeah.
Quick flip kind of stuff or wanted to buy kind of stuff, right?
Right. So that's how I started. So what I started was, so then I met this other guy from Grand Watch Company, and his name's Tristan.
Tristan from Grand Watch?
Yep.
I don't think I don't know.
Good
Okay.
kid.
Young
Honestly,
kid,
yeah,
like.
he kind of helped me. So he charges me a bunch of money to get into 8 more WhatsApp groups. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
So you never heard of Watch Trading Academy?
I did that too.
Okay, there you
PJ,
go.
PJ, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Pejman. Shout out to PJ.
I was buying everything.
I sold PJ his first watch.
You did?
I did. Through Watch You Want a long time ago.
So all these guys are like trying to teach people how to do watch dealing and stuff. And
right. $100 a month, and you could be a member too.
You could be, yeah. I think it's ridiculous.
So you were a member of Watch Trading Academy?
Yeah, I guess I still am a member.
Still banging your credit card $100 a month.
So yeah, I was a member there. I was buying everything. I get into these groups, and I said, Tristan, where do you sell the watches? In the groups, he says. And I go, where do you buy the watches? He says, in the groups.
They're like, huh? That's not a disruptive marketplace. And they know what you paid for it. So then,
yeah. So that's how I started.
Interesting. So how did you make that work, dude? It's total transparency there. They can see what you bought the watch for, and then you're selling it for,
Well, the thing is, here's the trick. You got to be in a whole bunch of different WhatsApp groups.
Yeah. Because
you're going to buy it in one WhatsApp group, you're going to sell it in another, because there's not always the same people in the groups.
That's the disruption, right?
Yeah.
Going to the different groups, right?
Yeah. So I'm having as many groups as you possibly can. And I wasn't
So
really...
you're like a technologist relative to WhatsApp, it sounds like. Because you're not a technology guy per se, right?
No, yeah.
But like when it comes to WhatsApp, you got that mofo dialed in, it sounds like.
I think I do. So what I did is, I'm like, you know what? This is ridiculous trying to buy and sell. I'm only making $200 or $300 a watch.
Yeah.
So then I went retail and I started offering them great prices on watches.
So instead of 300, it was 800. It was 1,000.
Yeah, I try to stick between 3 to 5%.
Okay.
Is what I try to do.
Okay.
Which I think is great. It's fair. So what I do before I mark my watches up is I look on Chrono 24, because a customer is going to go shopping around.
Yeah, of course.
So I want to make sure I'm less than Chrono 24.
Sure.
I give them a good deal, and now I've got customers now that only buy from me because I know they're getting a good watch and I know they're getting a good price. So
sure. And so, what does your product mix, do you think, look like these days currently?
So I started.
Let's start by brand, for example.
Rolex.
All Rolex?
Mostly Rolex.
Okay. What are your outliers other than Rolex?
Like today, I just got in a Vacheron.
Okay. So you bought that on spec?
No, I bought that for. So my business ended up becoming. I cannot buy a watch for stock. There's not a day that somebody's not calling me saying, "Get me this watch."
Gotcha.
So
Wow.
every watch I get.
So you've got the inflow, man.
Yeah. Every watch I get is for a customer. So my inventory. I mean, I've got Panda. I've got the Black Face Daytona. I've got a few, but almost every watch I buy is for somebody right now.
Sure. So it's a couple of Vacheron. So as far as your product mix, it's just what people are asking for.
Just what they're asking for, yeah.
And you're marketing for Rolex primarily?
Yeah. I mean, if I get in a Vacheron, my video becomes not the best price on Rolex, but the best price on luxury watches. So yeah, I want to spread out more. But I also, being in the business for less than a year, I wanted to remember all the reference numbers. I wanted to do right by the customer. So I didn't think it would be doing right by the customer if I expanded and didn't know everything. So I really educated myself on Rolex, and now I'm going to start expanding. Like, I want to do AP, but there's so many dang reference numbers that it's just like.
And none of them make sense, by the way.
None of them make sense.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Right.
Same thing with Patek Philippe.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
Yeah. So that's been my biz. My biz right now is pretty much probably 90% sourcing watches, and I love it. Like, the people I sell to are becoming friends. Like, they're in I have my own WhatsApp group, which we have communication. We talk. There's wrist shots. It's been
It's a
great.
celebration of watches, as we say at Second Time.
Yeah.
100%, man. And you're late to the party, but the best thing about watches, man, is it's just all fucking good.
Yeah.
It's just all good.
Yeah,
It's
because
just
I'm
celebration.
I'm in the medical field too. So I started in medical devices, and that's just like, I love it. You're helping people, but they're
Sure.
sick and they're elderly.
Yeah.
So you're getting
They're
great.
not,
You're
yeah,
getting
they may be happy they got a good
never
OC.
happy.
What's the OC? What's the
POC, portable oxygen contact.
Right, exactly. The oxygen deal, you know,
Yeah.
but at the same time, they're still fucking dying. So
They're still dying. So yeah, it's a sad business. It's a great business, but in the watches, I'm selling people watches that they need them for their wedding. They need them for gifts. They need them for, it's just like
you sound like you took my soundtrack, bro.
So I can't tell you that I love this business more than anything in the world.
Yeah. And it's one thing is really evident is your authenticity, that you really do love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you really do enjoy watches because it's part of the equation of happiness.
Yeah.
And celebration. And consider that the watch you got that guy to give his kid for graduation.
Yeah.
It's going to be around for the next 100 years.
I know. Or those Vacheron that I knew nothing about, my customers teaching me about it. And I'm getting it for him because of my network.
Sure.
So it's been amazing.
I've always said, like, I don't know that much about watches. My customers teach me more about watches.
Yes.
Than, okay, like I'll be selling a watch and they'll be telling me more about that watch than I even know. Really? Shit, I'll have to update my listing with that, man. I didn't know that.
Well, that's what's happening to me because I don't know much about watches. Like, I love the beauty of them. I love the price tag because to me, it's like that's the price of time, right? I mean,
sure.
So for me, my customers one guy told me on the Sky Dweller, you move the bezel and that's how you changed. I'm like, oh, I should have known that. So I'm almost embarrassed to tell my customer I didn't know that, but you know it now. I didn't know that.
So you're clearly not watching YouTube videos on how to operate and set your watches.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to offer the best price with authenticity.
So what's like your best watch story?
I don't know. I'm not really sure if I have a.
We're looking for spontaneity here. Spontaneity.
Honestly, they're all great stories. Like, I'm meeting the best people. I met an NYPD. He's not on the force now, but great guy. He's bought a bunch of watches. I met another guy that's like, I own all the skyscrapers in this state, so don't worry, just deliver it here. It'll be delivered to me. Like, I'm meeting some of the greatest and wealthiest people. Like,
Yes.
It's just like surrounding myself with greatness. So
yeah, I agree. The one thing I say is, I came from wealth management. I was a broker with Merrill Lynch.
Yeah.
And the kind of people I do business with in the watch space, I couldn't have dreamt
of being able to
about doing
manage their
business
money.
with. Yeah, I couldn't have. I mean, some pretty heavy names, but just pretty heavy people.
Oh, I know
Serious
people in the music business
Yeah,
now.
it's
I know,
awesome.
Yeah, I know people that are pretty famous, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and again, selling watches is just all good. It's positive mojo, positive energy. It's celebration.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give you one more, man.
Let's hear it.
What has been your worst watch story or watch experience?
So here's my worst experience. Every single watch, because I have mentors. I have my watches come in. We make sure everything is perfect for the customer. Everything down to the box being clean. So this is not too long ago. My family comes in from Colorado and we head up to Universal Studios. A guy orders a Panda and a Ghost. So, which is pretty big order.
Yeah, man. You're talking about a $30,000. A Panda's a $35,000 watch. The Ghost is like 42, right?
Yeah, I think the Ghost was 50.
50?
Yeah, 50 something. So anyway, so then I deliver it. I bought the watch from a trusted dealer. He sends the watch to the customer, both watches to the customer, and it's the first time I've ever drop shipped and not seen it myself. I'll never do this again. So
the drop shipping conundrum. Do I save $500 in shipping?
It wasn't that. I was in Universal with my family. So what was I going to do? Have them delivered there while I'm on the roller coaster? So anyway, they deliver the watch. And of course, I didn't go through it. The only time I didn't go through it to make sure everything was correct, the Ghost was not an original Ghost. It was the dial was switched. Oh. So I'm waiting for a phone call from this guy to say.
How did he know the dial was switched?
He brought it to Rolex to which you should. You should make sure you're getting. I guess
you should. I don't know. I'm kind of like iffy on that one. Like, yeah.
Well, anyway, every call.
That's always my nightmare. Listen, I mean, I've been doing this for 25 years, and
every call I've ever had was like, Gary, this is amazing. I love this watch. Blah 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 blah. So I get the call, and I'm like, I can't wait to hear his voice. I can't wait.
Love it.
He goes, love it, man. Wait, I haven't heard from you. What's happening? He goes, you son of a blah blah. I'm like, what happened? So
what happened?
Well, it was a trusted dealer who didn't realize that was the case. So he sent me the watch back. I sent the dealer the watch. Luckily, I had another ghost in inventory, and I sent him that one. So I ended up with a happy customer. But
Right?
all's
well in love and war.
But that was like, I felt so bad because to me, I'm thinking, does he think that I knew? Because I just want to be.
This has been going on for 25 years.
I
Gary.
know.
Like,
I know.
so, the way I got into the watch business, it was not sourcing. It was buying and then reselling.
Yes.
It was buying for inventory on a speculative basis.
That you would sell.
There was no consignment and there was no sourcing.
Yeah.
It was like, you either have it or you don't.
Right. Talking about consignment, that's what I'm doing now. Like I don't get to buy watches, but everybody's like, will you consign my watch? So I consign the watches too for a fee.
Sure.
And all my inventory that I have is everybody else's watches that I'm consigning. And then after I consign it for them, they're like, now will you get me a watch? So I'm like, yeah. So
how is your consigning sales going?
Very well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. So sometimes I get consignments like tutors and things I'm not the most familiar with, so it's a little harder for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been pretty spot on. I've been able to get rid of all the watches.
And all of your consignments are being sold to other dealers for the most part, right?
It's the easiest. So no, it's not really the other dealers. I now have a network of customers that trust and know me. So when I put something in my own group, customers will buy that too. So I've actually sold some of them to my customers as well.
So would you say that, like, for example, these consignment sales, are you selling more of those watches through your WhatsApp chats or putting them on your website, or like, what's that look like?
Yeah, so then I'll do it on both. I'll post it on my WhatsApp, which is retail first, because of course we want to go to our retail customers and offer them it first. And if it doesn't fly there within a week or so, I'll tell the customer we're going to move this on a dealer to dealer, so we might have to lower the price a little bit.
Sure.
And then I'll just put them in the chats. The thing about the chats is you got to post them like all the time.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part, actually.
Yeah.
Is like you post it today, you post it
You
tomorrow.
gotta be like center of mind, otherwise you're 4 pages down.
Yeah, so I do that. But it's been really, really busy. So for me, it's overwhelming sometimes. And I finally got help. So it's me, it's my fiance, and now it's my son-in-law that are running the show. But I want to be able to help everybody. I feel really bad because I get so many DMs and so many text messages.
Sure.
It's just like I feel bad when I don't get back to people. But I'm gonna.
And it's hard because there's a lot of tire kickers out there too.
Yeah, can you tell me the price of this watch? So you're thinking you're dealing with somebody who wants to buy a watch, but it's just somebody who wants
They want to know how much they can sell their watch for. That's all.
No, exactly. The worst part is when they say
you'll sell me one for $35. You want mine for $34.5?
That's what you do. You go, well, that watch sells for $35,000. Then they send you a picture with their wrist with the watch on that they just asked about. I'm like, why'd you ask me about that? Oh, because I want to sell it.
Yeah. Would you pay me $34?
Yeah. Like, hey, I got to make money too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. Hey, what's the last watch you bought for yourself?
For myself, Panda.
And are you keeping it off market kind of thing, or is that watch available on your WhatsApp group and website?
No. I was keeping it. I was wearing it. I was wearing it daily because I love the Panda, and somebody bought it off my wrist. So now I have to get. Actually, I did just get another Panda, and that is sitting in AD Lux, and Darrell convinced me to put it into the showroom. So.
Sure.
That was the last one I bought for myself, and I still don't have it. So I will be buying another Panda.
They're easy to get. I'll get you one. Have I got a deal for you? So, Gary, as a watch enthusiast, what would you say is like that one watch, your grail right now? My
grail? The Nautilus. I think I want the Nautilus. And I don't even know the reference number, but it has orange bands.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's the 5168.
That's the watch.
Actually, sorry, 5968.
I love that watch. So that would
So what's stopping you from getting that watch, bro?
What's stopping me? I mean, I'm not the richest guy in the world. I don't go out there. And I think it's also like when you own, sometimes I walk out without a watch now because I'm in the watch business. And it's like,
you mean the shoemaker with shoeless children?
Yeah. No, but I don't know. What is stopping me?
No, I think you're more practical.
Yeah,
than you are anything else.
Maybe.
And you're tying up, 100 G in capital and working capital on your wrist.
That I think is the part because I'm always broke. It's not like I'm always broke.
Yeah.
But I'm always laying out this money. And when somebody orders a watch from me that's $100 and something $1,000,
you're laying it out. Yeah.
I'm laying it out.
You're laying it out.
So yeah,
when it's 48 hours until you're paid sometimes.
Exactly. So
there's a thing, it's called line of credit.
Yeah. I've been using my own because you know what? In all honesty, I'm blessed and I've done really well in the medical business. So I've been using my money from medical to support my watch business, and it's been working. But like I said, every time you start moving up in watches and people are buying, you get 10 customers and you got all that money tied up, or you send your watch out to one of these famous guys on TikTok and you're like, oh, he'll pay me right away. Yeah, sure. Hell no. There's some big names out there. I send the watch out. I'm like, hey, you going to wire me? Yeah, I'll get to it. Yes.
I'll get to it.
Some of the big names. And then one guy was in China not too long ago. And I'm like, hey, Chris is wondering if the wire, he goes, it's just a date just. And I'm like,
it's 15,000.
It's been
representing $1,000 in profit, right? And he's going to hold you up 4 days.
It's been 3. Yeah. I was like, it's been 3 days. And it's like, I was doing something wrong, trying to get my money. But
so what percentage of your deals would you say are cash and carry, like pay me first and then I'll get you the watch?
Not a lot. Cause even the ones I source, I only take a 25% deposit. I'll source it. So I'm spending the 75% and then I'll get the watch for the customer.
Okay. But you want a 25% deposit for everything you get?
Yeah. Cause I don't want to get stuck with a watch.
And you're taking payment by wire transfer?
I do wire, I do Zelle, and I do credit card. And
credit card, huh?
Yeah, I do credit card. Why is it?
Oh.
I haven't been burned yet.
Well, the problem with credit card is, if you're making $1,500 on a watch, you're selling a $15,000 watch and taking a credit card.
They pay the
you got to bing them the extra 3.5. What percentage of your watches that you sell are new versus pre-owned?
I would say probably 95% is new, 2025 right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. You're having a really good honeymoon.
Am I really? Now you're scaring me.
Well, I mean, you're doing it right. But time will tell.
Time will tell.
I know you say that word new is probably the ugliest and worst word in the business.
I don't know.
You got to know, obviously, who you're doing business with. And clearly, you have a good group of suppliers and a good network. And that's freaking key, 100%.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think. Like, to me, I wake up every morning saying, I can't believe that this is happening. Like, it's true. I mean, I'm in my group every day saying, I can't thank you guys enough. Like, this is the most amazing time that I've ever had playing with the best toy in the world.
Right.
I mean, it is just amazing. And I wake up every day and I thank God for
and I always say in the watch business. There is an absolute energy that goes with the watch. From the time you get it, to the time you send it to your customer, to the time they call you to tell you how happy, like there's this freaking charge that goes with it. And then every time they're looking at that watch, they're thinking about you. They're thinking positive things.
Yes.
You're a part of the legacy of that watch.
Yeah, no.
Which is what I love about being a watch dealer.
And I can go to any state now and say, hey, and look up people that I've sold watches to. And like in our group, we've really become friends. Like every morning we say happy Sunday with our picture of our watch and with our wrist shots. Yeah.
Constant contact is the name of the effing game.
Yeah,
and it's what very few watch dealers and the most successful watch dealers, i.e. the watch boxes of the world, man.
Yeah.
Relationship management.
Yeah.
You talk about lifetime customer value.
Yes.
That's where it at. I built my business ground zero to be the #1 go-to watch guy. You're looking for a watch, call me. You want to sell it, call me. Service it, trade it, just call me.
Yes.
Your buddy has a watch he just scored from Rolex and wants to know if it's a good deal to flip, call me.
In all honesty, I want to be like you. I've heard because I heard about you. Like I didn't know who you are when we first spoke, and then some people were telling me about
just 1 week ago, baby.
Yeah,
and then literally a week ago.
And when I heard more about you, I was like, whoa! Like you are amazing in what you built. Like that's what I want to do.
Fantastic, man. I think you're well on your way, and I admire you for what you've accomplished in a very short amount of time. You definitely have the formula.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a numbers game, but it's less of a numbers game and more of a touch game, a contact sport.
I think there's so many, like in this business, there are slimy people. Like they say they're on 47. I'm not saying anything about 47. I'm just saying, but anyway.
Trust me, they're not just on 47.
But I'm just saying, they say there's slimy people. And I think if you're authentic, I think if you treat the customer, because the internet's there, right? People can see if you're giving them a good deal or not.
There's efficiency and there's transparency, whether you want it or not.
So that's the word. If you're transparent, you're
100%.
going to build a friendship and a lifetime customer.
Yeah. It's easier to tell the truth and be transparent than try to tell a story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I tell watch stories,
Yeah.
but I don't like stories that come with my watches that I have to explain.
Right.
Well, the dial is, I'm not sure.
I sell it for this price because it was once owned by Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and that's why, like, whenever possible, you want to sell that watch with the white hang tag. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what tells you the dial. The white hang tag.
Does it come with the white hang tag? No, I'm sorry. The AD cut it off.
The motherfucker kept it.
Yeah.
It's taped to the original invoice at the store.
I've built digital companies. Like right now, the medical company we have, we spend a lot of money online. We help a lot of people. And I want to do the same thing in watches. So how the heck did you build such a big online presence?
It was a hell of a lot easier when I started on eBay and there were 5 Panerai listings.
Yeah.
Like, whew, that's a really good question. I think that the foundation of it is love what you do what you love, and treat people right.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, you're viral, man. But if there's one thing I think that I could have been better at, it's that relationship management, that constant contact, that staying in front of people on an automated basis, because you can't do it without a system, without a process, and you've got that.
Yeah.
You've got that, man. So let me tell you, that's what Watchbox is about, man. They've got, hundreds of thousands of customers there. So one of the most attractive things about my business when I sold it was we had a full ERP, CRM.
Yeah.
And at the time, it's like if you were doing accounting, you want to be able to look at a customer relationship and know what you sold them.
Right.
If you sold it to them with a trade.
Right.
When you took the trade in, what you paid for it, what you sold it for.
Right.
What the watch you bought for. So total lifetime customer value. And we had that.
Yeah.
Right. We could type in, Gary Waxman and see every watch he's bought, sold, traded.
Right.
Every watch that we bought and what we sold it for. We're like, oh, this is a good one.
Let's keep buying that one.
We need to push the gas. These are our guys.
Yeah, like the Bruce.
Right? It's knowing where your bread is buttered. It's the whole 80-20 rule, because there's a lot of time wasters. There's a lot of chiselers. And there's a lot of guys that don't appreciate our enthusiasm, our authenticity, and our energy, that we just want to have a good deal.
Yeah.
They just want to save a buck.
That's true.
Or they want to make sure that they're chiseling you. And if they're not chiseling you, that just doesn't feel right.
I know, right?
Like if you're asking $17,000, if they're not getting it for $16,500, then they're just paying too much.
I get people chiseling me all the time.
So it's like, motherfucker, I just want to eat, man. I got kids. I got family. Like, dude, what do you think? I work for free, or I'm getting paid for my looks? In my case, I probably am. But
some people want, and I'm transparent about what I make. I tell them, like, if you're going to consign a watch with me, it's going to be 5%. I'm taking 5% for the consignment.
Very inexpensive, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, it's low.
But I think being low is what's really making me grow. So I'm not greedy. It's not like I need the money. Like I have a lot. I've done well in past businesses. So it's not. So I do want to make money.
You've got the volume going also. But, the one thing that I see from you, and you want to know what the trick is, man, it's movement.
Yes.
It don't matter if you're making 500, 1,000, 1,500. It's singles, doubles, triples. And if you're hitting singles, doubles, triples, you'll be getting the Grand Slammers.
Yeah.
You'll be getting the referral. Oh, the guy just sold his business.
Yeah.
He's looking for a Bubba Watson.
I'm getting it now.
And that is the dividends of good business.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because it's like you get this referral. I get these referrals. Hey, it's my boy OJ. We've been doing business for 20 years. He's got you, whatever you want.
Right.
And it's just like, pick up the phone. What's up, man? Oh, I'm turning 45 next week. Thinking about getting my first blah-de-blah. And that to me is like...
Can I tell you, though? You just said, okay, so in my medical business, it's more professional, and you got to speak right. And here, talking to the guys, it's like... I answer the phone like, "What's up, bro? How can I help you?" I mean, it is the best business, and you can be yourself, and that's it. You can be yourself.
Dude, that's my soundtrack. Like, do what you love what you do, be yourself, and have fucking fun.
Yes.
Like I came from Merrill Lynch, dude. It's the
Merrill Lynch, the bull.
The bull. But it's like, you couldn't be like, yo, what's up, dude? You're wearing suits. I wear shorts and T-shirts and let each watch on my wrist speak for itself.
Yes, I love that you wear two watches.
That's it. Yeah, that's my other piece of advice. wear 2 watches everywhere you go. People will ask you why you're wearing 2 watches.
That's a great idea.
And what do you
Except
think your
for
answer is?
I know, but I'm a watch dealer.
The only problem is it's annoying.
Yeah. I had a Sprite for a little while because it felt right on the right hand, So I had the Rolex Sprite.
Oh, absolutely, man. No. And there's 19 different responses to why you're wearing a watch on each wrist. And it's always followed up with, and I'm also a watch dealer.
Hey, man, watch dealer.
That's marketing 101.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
yeah. But I admire you, Gary, because I think you got something.
I appreciate it because I hope so because I'm 55 years old. I told my kid, I said, hey, take my salary from the medical company. I want to do jewelry I want to do watches for the rest of my life. Like, if this is real, I don't know if I'm in a dream still. I mean, if it's real, this is what I want to do. Yeah.
I've never heard someone talk about the watch business. Who's been in the watch business for a year and had that level of success, but the joy.
Yeah.
Like it's a DNA thing, man. It's in it. It's the charge.
Yeah.
And I think you definitely got something.
I appreciate
and look forward to watching you grow and working with you. Man, I have mentored all of the biggest and the best.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you name a guy,
There's always a reason.
West Palm Beach Watch Company, Anthony Rinaldi, Federico loves watches. Federico, I mean, we don't have to mention Tim Masso. I hired Tim Masso, gave him his first his first job in the watch business.
Yeah, I would love to do something with you. I mean, we're already doing a collaboration.
We're doing it,
but
baby. We're doing it.
I think that we can definitely feed off each other from what we know on online.
Oh, I kind of feel like I'm talking to a brother from another mother.
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, tell me about the watch on your left wrist.
I don't have one on my right, so it's only on my right. Tell you about this. So I got this from Mazel Diamonds, my buddy Boris. He was wearing it. And
Boris from the Jewelry Exchange in Boca Raton.
Yes, actually one of my favorite people. And I said, I want to buy this. And he sold it to me. And I paid cash.
You remember how much you paid for it?
I don't even want to say because now that I know watches, I know Boris.
Did you pay way too much? Yeah. Wait, did it have a 3 in it? Did it start with a 3?
It did start with a 3.
Oh no!
It did start with a 3, and now it's like,
no!
Now I understand why he didn't want me in the business.
Because you were his best customer. You were his meal ticket for years.
And I don't mind. I mean, you know what? Business is business. It was my choice.
Yeah.
In the end, I could have done the research. I didn't. But anyway,
yeah, you live and learn, right?
You live and learn.
So one of my favorite sayings in the watch business, and you'll definitely appreciate this: you can shear a sheep forever, but you can only skin them once.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Shearing is a win-win.
Right.
You get the wool,
and
the sheep feels better and cleaner.
And he builds it back up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can only skin them once, baby.
Yeah,
that's
you're
it.
Right. Yeah, but in all honesty, this AP, I love it. It's one of my favorites, and
that's your daily.
My daily is mostly the 44, actually. The 44 is
the
what
44
I'll wear.
ceramic.
Yeah, or I'll throw on a Zombie, or I'll throw on a Rolex every once in a while. But
I find it difficult to wear Rolexes on bracelets because I always have to size them because I have such baby wrists.
Yeah.
And I'm too ADHD to sit down long enough
to
size the links. Or even worse, I'll size the watch and then I'll lose the freaking links. I'll put them in the wrong,
I put one in upside down the other day. I was like, oh no. Because I go, Neri, it won't fit. He goes, Gary, it's upside down. I can't see. They gave me this big hood thing with the glasses.
Yeah, the goggles, man.
Goggles. Yeah,
I got a few of those. I got some recommendations for you, Gary.
So yeah, I'm learning actually because I don't really change links and do all that stuff. But honestly, when I want to go change links, I go to the Rolex store. I bring it in. I'm saying, hey, can you do me a favor? Take 2 links out or put this link in. So I didn't know it was.
Dude, I'm afraid to take a watch to the Rolex store. Yes.
I do it all the time. I get all my stuff sized right there in Aventura.
No kidding. Yeah. Like I said,
mean,
you're still in the honeymoon stages.
Yeah. I go to Neri and Durrell. I mean, Neri is actually teaching me a lot. So, but when they're not available, because sometimes they were in Israel for a long time, for about a month. So I was just going to the Rolex store and saying, hey, I need you to put these 2 links back in.
So Gary, you've been a marketer for, it sounds like, about 30 plus years.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say about your, journey in marketing going from analog to digital to where we are now, which is AI centric?
So it was crazy. My first business I was putting little classified ads in newspapers. And then came a company called Craigslist. So then came Craigslist. I had no clue why my business had just plummeted. Everybody started going online to this Craigslist thing. And then came Google. And in all honesty, that made it where a person can actually spend less for advertising and just have millions of people looking at your page.
Right.
But you got to learn how to do it the right way.
Yeah, well, they'll change the algorithm, and then you're starting from ground zero.
Yeah, but you can't just run your traffic to a website. That's not going to work. You got to run your ad to a landing page that talks about your ad. So there's a lot that goes into it. But
it's definitely a skill set.
I've evolved not from college. I've evolved from the school of hard knocks. I've just sat there in front of like AdWords or Google. AdWords is their advertising platform, just learning and doing things on my own and experimenting. And today it moved again. It moved to social media. So I've got my Instagram, I've got my TikTok, and I like the social media the best because that's where you get to show your true self.
Yeah.
So
100%.
So now I'm doing social media, and I have my funnel going that way, and I invite people to my website, to my WhatsApp group, and stuff like that from social, and that's what I'm doing for marketing right now, and I freaking love it.
God. And you're a dinosaur that's evolved because you and I are dinosaurs without a doubt.
Oh,
and
I know.
You're a high energy guy. Would you consider yourself like an ADHD guy?
Yes, 100%.
See, me too, but I can't sit down and figure out the Google AdWords and the landing page and the this. Like, I just want to talk to people and party, man. I just want to play. I just want to play.
I've got the smartest son in the world, so now I just go to my son and say, okay, how's this work? Because now there's this ROAS and there's other AI stuff that's working. Sora with the videos and stuff. So now I've got my team from the medical that kind of has helped me to build the right way to market through my watches and stuff. So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean,
and what about AI?
I use that for like captions and things like that. I haven't used it a ton. Like what I really want to use it for is like if I miss a call, you can use AI for text messaging, like finding out what the customer wants and stuff. So I'll be moving into that shortly.
Wow, man, that's mind blowing. Where have you been all my life, Gary?
Oh man, so yeah, I love it. Marketing's always the same. It's just new technology that comes out to help you to do it.
And see, I just want to be at the other end of the phone.
Yeah,
like that's where I want to be. I don't want to figure out how to make the phone ring. I just want to be answering it.
Yeah, I mean, I like both. I don't know. To me, it's a puzzle. It's fun. I love marketing. I've just always been in it. Yeah. I love building businesses, but this is the last business I'm going to build.
Fuck yeah, man. From your lips to God's ears, man. And I see it, bro. I see it. I feel it, man.
Yeah.
And I wish you the very best of luck. And like I said, I look forward to being your compadre on this journey.
Thank you so much because I look forward to having you as my
compadre.
All right,
man.